Governor Tate Reeves says his top priority in the wave of the pandemic is keeping kids in schools. And he says he doesn't care about the politics of masking or vaccination. The Republican governor held his second news conference in as many weeks this afternoon. 12 News' Anna Farish was there and asked Governor Reeves some tough questions. She joins us now live. Anna?
Well, Melanie, a big topic today was COVID in schools, and Governor Tate Reeves says he's going to do everything in his power to keep the schools' doors open. Now, he said closing schools last year was a mistake. That was during the pandemic, and he believes that it's vital to have kids in the classrooms. He says there will be outbreaks, but that's just a consequence of an airborne virus. I asked Governor Reeves why he's so insistent on keeping students in the classroom and if he's disregarding their safety. This was his response.
And so why am I passionate about keeping kids in the classroom? Because I'm passionate to see kids learn. It breaks my heart every time there's a negative outcome. I hate it when kids test positive for COVID. I hate the fact that we have several thousand kids that have tested positive within the last couple of weeks. But this notion of if these kids were in the classroom, or that every one of these kids that contracted COVID got it in the classroom, is just not accurate. A lot of these kids had COVID when they came into the classroom because they're out in the community. There are those who would argue that if they aren't in the classroom and they don't have anything taking up their time, if they're at home or if they're in their community, well, maybe they're out indoors playing basketball with 50 of them sitting there watching it. The fact is there are risks.
Governor Reeves says in the death of 13-year-old Michaela Robinson, it was an unfortunate tragedy, and he prays for her family. Now, he says to keep kids in the classrooms, it's going to be important for people to make good decisions. Those were his words, like wearing masks and getting vaccinated. But he also followed that with saying it is your right to choose whether or not to do those things. Live in Jackson, Anna Farish, 12 News.